that's basically my setup anyway. So okay, let's do that. Oh. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello? Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, hello, good evening. Just normal technical problems for our stream tonight. Just got locked out of Tabletop Simulator, so give me a second on that. Get back in, if I can. Hello? No, I keep bombing out. I think we might have a resource problem here. It's all going a bit wrong. Try that again. There we go. We seem to be having some compatibility problems here. See if we can stay into TTS. It's hello.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Hello.
Loud and clear.
Hi guys. Hi. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened here, but yeah, it just bombed me out when I went live. So it might be some kind of incompatibility. It might even be a resource issue. I think I'm getting feedback on my voice again.
Yeah, I got feedback.
But anyway, on the channel. Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. It's a little bit crazy at the moment because I bombed out a couple of times, but it seemed to be all right at the moment, I think.
If they didn't want crazy, they would be watching the BBC.
Oh, actually, the BBC's quite crazy these days, but never mind. I'm just going to let everybody know that we are live on my messaging, so give me a second here. But welcome Mark and Uwe, and not sure we have Eddie yet, from Flying Big Games for our exclusive playthrough here, design-led playthrough. Still getting that feedback of my voice coming back up the pipe, I think.
I hear it also.
Yeah.
Well,
it's kind of high.
We could go to Discord, I suppose.
I don't have Discord on my computer.
Whatever you were using before.
I've always used this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm with you. I'm not trying to be difficult.
No, that's okay.
I just haven't used Discord. I don't really have a use for it.
Are you on headphones, Mark? And Uwe?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I don't think the feedback can be this end. I'm on headphones, so
That could be. I always use headphones.
yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. For the stream, hello everybody. Sorry, it's a little bit chaotic here. Yes, so we are. Yeah, imaginary. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Yes, we're trying to sort out this echo. So hopefully we'll get some resolution soon. I feel like I need to stop talking because the echo's coming back.
Are we all echoing? Yep.
No, you're not, Mark.
I'm not.
No.
No, you're not.
Okay. I can hear an echo when I talk, but if the audience can't, then that's great.
Yeah, I do hear a little bit from you actually. It's an immediate echo though. I think for the rest of it, there's a couple of second delay.
Oh, your ping is a bit high, Alan. That could be causing it as well.
Right, okay. Yeah, see if I can shut things down here. Let's see what else I can do here. The audience think it's okay. Imaginary says it's minuscule, so let's see what I can shut down. I'll shut down my Discord. See if that helps. Yeah, I'm about as lean as I can get, really. I can shut down Steam as well, actually.
Yes, I am too. So what are the listeners hearing? Are they hearing an echo?
Can you let us know in the chat how it's sounding now for you? I'm getting nothing back at the moment. Brun says it's better. Great. Thanks, Brun. Okay. Right, we're here with the Long Road from Flying Big Games, Mark's creation. Thank you, Mark.
Sure.
And just going to go through a playthrough of scenario number 3. And it's, I think actually that's something I could do just to reduce the echo. Oh, no, that doesn't work. That might be a little bit better. I'm not sure.
Give something a try here. If you can't hear me after this, I'll come back.
Sure.
Way, but let me give it a try.
Okay. Apologies with the technical here. As usual in this channel, something goes wrong. Maybe I'll keep talking to see if it improves.
It just did.
Yeah, it just did. Yeah, that's good. Whatever you did, Mark, was great. Good. Yeah. Imagine. Yeah, pieces look very Kursk game-like. Well.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
loud and clear now.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's no echo come. Yeah, I think we fixed it. I think we're good. Thanks, Mark. Right. Yes, we're here with the long road. 1980s West Germany here with the Warsaw Pact and NATO. But interestingly enough, of course, we've got some paranormal elements, and we're going to show you a scenario which has some werewolves, I believe, some lycans. Yeah, I mean, Mark, do you just want to give us a brief overview of the game? Not the rules or anything, but just where it's come from, what it's about, etc. Any more details than I just gave? Have we lost Mark now? Oh, we've got the echo back now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I think the echo may have something to do with my second monitor.
Oh, right.
Unfortunately, unless everyone wants to sit around and wait 15 minutes, it would just take too long to reconfigure. So,
Okay.
if it's okay with the audience,
I think it's better. I think it's I can hear the echo, but it's diminished. But everybody in the chat concur with that. Imagine say we can't hear you, Mark. They can't hear you. That might be me. How's about that? Do you want to say something, Mark, now?
sure. Can you guys hear me?
Barely
Hello,
perceptible. So
everybody.
yeah. So I think you'll have to shout at us.
Am I not loud enough?
Maybe if I drop my my output here. Yeah. You can be heard, Mark. That's brilliant. Okay. So yes, if you could take us through some of the some of the info about the game, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. This is The Long Road. The Long Road is a game about World War III in Europe. It is not your father's game about World War III in Europe, although I designed it to be nut and bolt realistic and a lot of fun in that sense. Integral to the game and integral to the story are the paranormal forces that are also at work at Europe and in Europe in 1985. So you'll play scenarios where you're fighting T-64 tanks against Abrams. You're also going to play scenarios where you're the Soviet commander and you're being ambushed by a gypsy clan that just happens to also be werewolves. It's your prototypical Weird War type game. And it's a topic and a type of gaming that has fascinated me for years and years. And I was very excited to be able to design and publish this game and have it do well on Kickstarter and then subsequently with the late pledge. So in the game, units represent platoons, usually, but there are also things that we call legends. And the legends represent uh, anything from a hero and maybe the two or three people that are with him to a significant and impactful tank commander to a champion, and the champions are paranormal entities that might be, if you're a video gamer, they might be what you would call bosses in a video game. So that's the story with the long road. I hope everyone could hear that.
Yeah, it seemed okay to me. So let's have a quick chat about this scenario then, I suppose.
Yes, in this scenario, what you have is you have this, you have a werewolves come from two separate places in Europe, and this is just the facts as we know them. One of them is they come from the Romani or the clans, and those are clans, as everyone knows, to some extent that travel Europe. And it's not that every gypsy clan is a lichen clan, but some of them are. And then the other way is that there are farming communities um, that have settled and have um, their own social network that live and interact most of the time as humans and can hunt at night as werewolves. Not all of them are werewolves all the time. And this particular clan is one of those clans. They're in Germany, and all the foreigners that are in Germany, they hate the Soviets, but they also hate the Americans. They hate the British. They want Germany for Germans. And so this clan here in this particular scenario, what they're trying to do um, is ambush a Soviet supply convoy and get more weapon and more food for their clan. Now the clan is it's armed already. It has RPDs and different assault rifles that it's gotten off dead bodies and some RPGs and stuff. And of course, it also has the clan elders, which are very powerful werewolves that can change on demand. And what they hope to do is ambush this convoy, capture some of the trucks, which they do through a mechanism in the game, and make off with the goods in the trucks. That's the whole thing. Oh, and by the way, they've got two Mark 82 bombs, which are bombs that well, I don't know who all uses them, but anyway, they're pretty high. Uh, they're pretty explosives, and they have rigged them to detonate. So I put them on secret hexes on the map. And when Alan drives his vehicles over those hexes, if he drives them over the hexes, I will explode them, hopefully doing great damage.
Just now we have Kev from Big Board. He's just popped in. Say hello, Kev. Yeah. So I've got to get my convoy pretty much off the left edge of the board, on or between those two roads, and of course it's going to be a tough job. So right, let's crack on and see how we go.
Yes, before you go, I'll tell everybody. Normally, the way the sequence of play goes in this game is we'll both roll for initiative, and a high person has the initiative for the turn. A scenario can designate who has it. In this case, it does designate that the Soviets have it for the first turn. There are several phases, like everybody's used to in their war games. The first phase in this is called the fire phase, and we would alternate shooting. Obviously, there's not going to be any fire phase. There could be, I take that back, because there are no clan units on the board right now. I had this special scenario rule that simply stated lets me put these guys on the board whenever I normally could take an impulse. So they just pop out of nowhere, but they have to pop out of nowhere into a woods hex or a town hex. And after that fire phase, back to the describing how the game works, then you go to a movement phase, and the movement phase does not alternate. What happens with the movement phase is the person with the initiative says who goes first. He either say, I want to go first, or he goes, his opponent want, he makes his opponent go first. Then we have a close combat phase, which is frequently between adjacent units, but there are special units that have a white close assault number, which is the lower right-hand number, that actually do their close assaults from within the hex. For example, Lycan are a prime example of that because they're rending flesh with tooth and claw, and they're not doing that from 50 meters away. So they actually do that from within the hex. So I don't want to bore everyone to death, but I want y'all to have an idea of how we play, and then how this scenario breaks the rules with allowing me to basically put down my units whenever I want. It's kind of a technique I've used for hidden placement since way back in the lock and load days. So anyway, I'll shut up, and Alan, please go.
Yeah, so I have the initiative. Do we have any cards at the start? Can't quite remember. Let me have a look.
Yes, we do. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. So there are cards in the game which can give you special things like artillery strikes and bonuses, etc. Trying to remember when.
Deck is in the corner, guys.
Oh, right, next to the timer. No. Is that? Am I the green?
Okay, so the Soviets begin with no cards.
Okay.
The clan begins with 2. Where's the clan deck, Uwe? Where is it?
It's beside the clock, Mark.
Right, obviously. I just have to find the clock now.
Extreme
right
right.
side. Well, left
My
side.
side. Left side for you, right side for me.
Left side for me, clock.
Assuming you're on the blue side of the table.
Yeah, you're quite close to it. Yeah, there's your hand.
I got it. So I get 2 cards, and if I just drag them down to the bottom in front of me, Alan is not going to be able to see them, right?
That's correct.
No, you mouse over the deck and right click and hit the draw choice twice.
How spiffy is that? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. And for Uwe, I believe, designed the TTS mod for this.
I did.
Yeah, so
yes.
Kudos for Uwe for creating this environment, which is very sexy.
Uwe is a TTSG.
G for genius?
Guru is what I was going to say.
Okay, right.
Okay, people, so we also get these action cards, whether you are just playing a scenario with Americans against Russians or whatever. Each nationality has its action cards that are used. They help create chaos and different things, like I believe Alan was saying. The way we do artillery is through action cards. The way we do airstrikes is through action cards. Action cards will let a unit that's already acted perhaps act again, so it adds some uncertainty. With the basic set, which is what the Americans and the Russians use, they have the top parts for one and the bottom part is for the other. Can't remember off the top of my head. The other sets, there's also a set of cards for the Lycan clan, for the Vampire Coven, for the zombies. Yeah, they're zombies. And for this witch named Udvast, um, they they work just a little bit differently, but not so much as to put you to sleep of explaining it. You'll kind of see when it happens. So,
Sure.
um,
Okay, so you've drawn your 2 cards. Then there's a rally phase, which of course isn't very useful at the moment, and a fire phase, which again isn't very useful, unless you're
right.
playing some kind
It's
of
not,
card.
you don't, are you grabbing a card?
I don't get a
You
card
don't get one.
until turn 2, so it's over to you
Right.
if there's anything to do in the fire phase.
Right. And I could, because of the weird way of the scenario, put down somebody and shoot it at you.
Yes.
That's a scenario special rule. But nope, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But we'll do it sooner rather than later. I'm not, yeah.
Yeah. Then we go to the move phase, which is I get to decide who moves first. I'll let you move first.
You're a crazy dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anybody to move.
Well,
I can still plop them down.
yeah, absolutely.
So the way the scenario special rule reads is whenever I could take an impulse, like for instance to opportunity fire, I can lay one of my guys down. So don't get too cocky.
Yeah. Kev from Big Board. Yeah, we do have an echo. Sorry about that. We struggle to get rid of it. We've minimised it as much as we can. So apologies for that.
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore. So Kevin hears it, obviously.
Yeah, I can hear it from my own of my own voice certainly, but not from yours. Anyway, let's crack on. So the movement phase for me, we've got the middle number on the bottom of the counter is the movement. However, my supply column is restricted to 5 movement points, and that's a scenario special rule. Now, roads are 1 movement point, but if you're on a road for the whole time, you get a +1. Do I still get the +1 in the scenario? I suppose I do.
Hold on, wait a second. I'm turning right there. It says Soviet units may not unload, exit a road hex, or expend more than 5 movement points until the turn after a Soviet unit's been attacked. So that means, to me, you cannot go 6 hexes. No, you would have to go 5.
Okay, and it's your game. I've got a tank under there. I think I'll move the tank first. So let's just taking these guys out of the way for the moment, and move this guy 1. Let's put those back here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I will move these guys. They'll move exactly the same. Stop me if you want me to.
Yep. Okay, so hold your horses.
Hold on. I'm holding my horse. Right.
Okay, so this RPG team plops onto the board and is going to attack the BTR 70.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
It uses its armor piercing factor, which is 4. You subtract your armor, which is 0.
Yeah.
Which puts us on the 4 column of the fire results table.
Yeah.
Now, you would also get any terrain modifiers, but since you're just in the open, running down a road, there are no terrain modifiers for you. So I roll 1 die. I'm going to put it over here. And God willing, I should be able to hit R.
So I'm just going to get the combat results table here. It's very efficient, the fire results table. So what did you roll?
I rolled an 8. So an 8 on the 4 is a NE.
So that's the full column down to 8. It's NE, which is no effect. The blue isn't relevant. That's about anti-tank guided missile ammo, I think.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. And he gets a fired marker.
Yep.
I've moved all my MA, so these guys should have a moved marker, I believe.
Yeah, or
it's
you can just
probably
remember
redundant.
it.
It's
Don't worry
redundant.
about it.
Okay. Right. So what can we do?
I think here are the move. But I mean, it's not like we can't remember, but
Sure.
there we go.
Yeah. And these markers, of course, exist in the game. So what do we do now? So it's I'm still restricted on the 5, and I still can't unload.
Right. It's not till the next turn.
Yeah.
The next turn you can start doing whatever you want. So you have to stay on the road.
So these BTR-70s
and you
have
can't
an infantry.
unload or anything.
Yeah, these BTR-70s have an infantry platoon on board. They're going to move up to all the way down the road through Hoa Or's shaft, and then next to my current guys. So there'll be a BTR-70. That'll give them their 5. Now, normally, if I'd half moved with the units, I would possibly get the opportunity to do a fire with them, a move fire with them. But
well, it depends on the unit. If you could, the units that can do move and fire have an explosion behind them.
Yes.
I'm sorry, an explosion behind the movement factor.
Yes.
If that explosion is orange, actually you could call it a star, I guess. If that star is orange, you would have to fire with a 1-column shift. If that was blue, you get a 2-column shift. Now, something else you could normally do was if that BTR was carrying that infantry, you could move 4 and unload.
Yes.
But you can't unload this turn.
So there's no point.
And you also can't unload into a zone of control, so
true.
You double can't unload.
Okay, so I'll just move the truck up. And these trucks are kind of targets for this scenario. That's what Mark's side are after, is to effectively steal these trucks with their supplies. So I'll continue moving. And I don't think any of my units actually have explosion markers on their movement.
No, I don't believe they do.
So even the tanks don't. So stop me whenever you want to do something. I'll just shuffle everybody forward.
Yep, you're doing great.
I don't suppose there's going to be anything. I'll just move the stack now. Right, there we go.
Okay.
Again, I'm going to try and drop my volume a bit. Just to see if that makes a difference. No, it doesn't really make a difference on the echo. Good, so that's my movement phase.
Uwe, how do I magnify a card?
Left alt, Mark.
All right, thank you much.
Or yeah. Normally, if you mouse down, you'll see your hand, but if it's not big enough, just mouse right onto the card.
Right. After the move, there's close assault.
And there's no close assault because you can't close assault if you have a fired marker on you. And
Could I close?
Although I totally take that back. You're these dudes right there.
Yes.
You've got that BTR platoon and the tank. They could close assault this guy because all they have on them is a moved marker, so they absolutely could close assault him.
Right. Let's just see what you like.
It's only two.
It's only two. My close assault here. Let's just move the markers off. The BTR. It's just the BTR. The infantry are inside, so they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, but here's the thing. BTRs had those firing ports.
Yeah.
So there's a special rule whenever you have a vehicle that has this, that's an assault rifle for people that can't see it.
Yeah, the white one.
It's easy to see on the actual game. They can aid in the assault and add 2 firepower, so that goes up to 6 because they're firing out of the ports.
Right.
Not super effective, but it helps a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So we count up the BTR and 2 points from the infantry.
That's correct.
Okay. And then also the tank underneath. Sorry.
Right.
Trying to pick it up. That's a 4. So that would be a total of 10 versus your 2, which sounds pretty good. So
It does sound good. As a matter of fact, it's a pretty stupid move on my part. It would have seemed a lot better if I'd blown the hell out of the BTR.
Yes, that's true. Okay.
But anyway, it's 10-2, which is 5-1. I'm in a forest, so I get 1 shift, so it goes from 5-1 to 4-1.
Yes.
You roll a die and see what happens.
Just getting
On the 4-1 table of the close assault table. I'm sorry, did I go too fast?
No. I'm just showing people the table on the stream. That's all.
Good. Thanks.
Okay, so I pick up the red dice, and that's a 5. Let's have a quick
Okay,
look at them.
5 on the 4-1 is 1 possible hit against you, 7 possible hits against me. So now you roll. We both roll to see how many of these hits we block. Let's say the simple way. So you can roll that 1 die. It doesn't matter who goes first. Your morale is 3 or less. You have to roll your morale or less to block the hit against you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
If I might suggest that there's a dice roller involved on the table as well.
Oh,
if you have to roll 7 dice, just hit the 7 on your dice roller, and you'll get all the dice. For 7 dice, hit 7.
All right, so you rolled a 4.
Yeah.
So either the BTR 70 and its passenger or the tank platoon is disrupted. You just randomly determine which one, since they're both pertaining. And the way we usually do this when we're playing is you just say odd number, it's the BTR 70, even number, it's the tank. Any random way you want to determine who took that hit.
Yeah, so odd BTR, even the tank.
Okay.
Oops. I've got the.
So it's the BTR 70. So he and the passenger are disrupted.
Yeah. Let's get one of those markers.
Those are up. That's in the infinity bags on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. I wouldn't worry about shuffling around the counters. We'll remember it's just the BTR 70 and the passenger, not the tank. All right, now I got to roll 7 dice. So first I got to figure out what Uwe was saying. That you're talking about this bowl over here, Uwe?
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about the circular.
Oh, the phone dial.
You've got to hit 7 on that, and you'll get 7 dice back.
All right, and they come up being a 2, which is a pass, a 5, which is not a pass, 3, which is a pass. So far, we have 1 hit that's gone through. 10, 2 hits that have gone through. 4, 4, 5. 3 hits go through. So the first hit disrupts, the second hit flips, and the final hit bloodily kills. So this dude, which it's not a dude, it's actually a team, is bam
Just a query from me.
eliminated.
Was the zero? The zero was a 10 rather than a 0. Yeah.
I beg your pardon.
The 0 you rolled was actually that was a hit.
All right.
Or...
So 2 is I'll 2 is not a hit. That
No.
saves.
Yeah.
5, 1 hit. 3, not a hit. So we're up to 1. Oh, the 10 should be a 0. Yeah, that throws me.
Yeah.
So that's not a hit.
Yeah.
4 is not a hit. 4 is not a hit. 5 is a hit. So thanks to Alan's honesty, we're
10.
back to this. So he's disrupted and
he's flipped.
reduced.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 0 is a 10 on these dice.
Yeah. I thought that. Yeah.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Okay. Good. So,
And then you.
So carry on, Mark.
Yeah, I was going to say that after the assault phase is a housekeeping phase, where like you pull off all the things like the moved markers and the fired markers and stuff like that.
Yeah, just pull that off. Yep. Fired markers
And then you have the aid and focus phase.
Right.
I don't get an aid and focus as the clan, but you do as the Soviet.
Yeah.
And
So
what the
these
aid
two
and
markers.
focus, yep, that's right. What the aid and focus represents for folks that are watching is, let's say, commander's intent, for lack of a better thing. It's where the commander of this particular convoy is putting his emphasis, whether it's sending the medic, whether it's sending additional inspiration, whatever. So those go on the board and they give you
Yeah. So I'm going to place an aid on that hex.
an aid gives you a reroll when you try to rally.
Yes. And I think
You can put them both in the same hex too if you want
actually.
to.
I think they'll both be on the lead hex for the moment. So it's my aid and focus phase, and then we move the turn marker on. I think.
That's right.
Wherever that is. Oh, there it is. And so we now go to initiative, and it's a die roll for each of us.
Yep. Yep.
So I'll.
You got a red die? Not that it really matters.
Yeah, I'm going to use the dialer anyway. Mine's a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah.
I got a 3, so you keep the initiative.
Okay.
So I think you may get a card. Let me double check the card thing.
I think we both get a card every turn. The initiative player goes first, so I think the 18 cards on the side of the table here are mine. So I'm going to take a card.
Yep.
And put it down. And if I flip it, you can't see it.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So that is my card. I'll zoom in a bit further. Everybody can see it. So there's two halves. There's a NATO half and the Soviet half. Of course, I only care about the Soviet half. And I won't talk about what the card says, but hopefully you guys can read it. Right. Rally.
All right. The person with the initiative would attempt to rally first.
Yep.
So you attempt to rally the BTR, and there you go. Three or less,
3 or less.
unless
Yeah.
you've got some kind of special card.
Yeah. Or normally, if there's no LOS to an enemy or you're in cover, you get a +1. But in this case, I won't.
That
So-
is absolutely the truth.
Yeah. So this is the BTR roll for rally. Looking for a 3, I get a 0. So yes.
10.
So you made it.
So unstacking this for a second. That disrupted marker goes away.
What's your morale, Mark?
The clan's morale is 4.
Okay, there's 3 hits you took there. Right? You got a 10, a 5, and a 5.
No, the 10's
Well,
a
the
0.
10's a 0. 10's a 0.
5 and a 5, so that's 2, right?
Yep.
Okay, my mistake.
It's okay. Up in Canada, you guys have got different numbers.
We're metric. Yeah, we're use metric dice.
Yep. So if we were using the metric system, he would have been killed.
Rogue 77
All right. So
high.
anyhow, all kidding aside here, because this is a game. Here we go. Bam. What did I get?
7, I think.
Well, I got a 7, so they are not at all interested in fighting. Not this turn. Maybe next.
Sure. So now it's a fire phase. Now I go first.
Yes, you do.
If I fire something, I won't be able to move it because I haven't got any troops, any units with explosion markers on their movement factor.
Before you go, just hold on 1 second. Sure. I have something that I might want to play.
Okay. Rogue, yeah, it's a still looking game. It is. Yeah, I must admit I'm not a great expert at TTS, so I might be.
Hey,
around.
Uwe, where? I'm looking for the armed mobs.
Yeah, hang on there.
Yeah, I'll look down here. I got you.
Just talking out the player
I got
card here.
I got it.
We're always hitting him at the same time.
So it's double-sided. You've got the fire results table, range, and close assault table here, and also an explanation of all the numbers on the unit. On the back, we've got a terrain effects chart. And that's it. That's it for player aid cards. So it's very concise. There's not fold-outs and all that kind of stuff. So
Can everybody, notably the folks at home, and also Alan, see these cards since I dragged them to the middle of the table?
yes. Just trying to zoom in.
Yes. So I'm playing Insight, the clan foments resentment against Germany's occupiers. Place an armed mob in a hex. Place an armed mob in a hex adjacent to a clan combatant.
Okay.
So I'm going to take this armed mob and I'm going to put him like so.
On the road.
And then I'm going to play a second card. You can only play 2 cards per turn, identical to the first. Put another armed mob here. Angry German citizens.
Okay. So I'm going to play a card.
What's that?
Which is a Niet. Which means it negates the last card played.
Yep. All right, so I'm putting one of these back. right there. I
Right.
could probably just have deleted him since that's an infinite bag.
That's true.
Uwe, is there a way to discard? What do I do with these two cards?
Just
I
put
mean,
them
I
off
know
to the
how to
side
get
there.
them off the map, but I don't want to delete them from the game.
No, just drag them off to the side.
Okay.
Yeah, I've
Gotcha.
put mine next to the deck. Okay.
Yes. Now, Alan, it's your first shot in the fire phase.
Okay.
Now, just very briefly, normally arm mobs appear randomly. The way an arm mob would most likely appear, which would be rare, is that you would do an artillery strike on a town or city hex, get a critical hit, and rubble that hex. When you rubble a town or city hex, you produce refugees. When you have refugees on the board once per turn, kind of at the end of the turn, you roll a die and you have a 10 to 20% chance that the refugees turn nasty and become an armed mob.
Right.
Normally, that's how you get them. But when you're playing against the Lycans, who are nationalists, uber nationalists, they kind of raise up the locals against you. So,
Right.
anyhow, there you go.
So I think we will. Let's get the focus markers off. I think we will try and fire the tank. Because I would probably like to unload the infantry, and if I fire the BTR, I won't be able to unload.
That's correct. Yeah.
So I'll fire at the armed mob. The left values, top and bottom, are their combat values, but the bottom is high explosive. The top is armor piercing, and in fact, it's an 80 GM capability there. But my high explosive factor is a 10 with a +1, which is a modifier to the die roll.
That's right. Yep.
And it's the terrain is relevant, but the actual unit itself, it's not particularly relevant to the roll, is it?
It'll be relevant when the unit checks morale to try to block, mitigate, whatever you want to say, negate hits that you've gotten against it. So with 10, it would be, and since this guy's in the open, there is no terrain modifiers.
Yep.
So you would look on the 10 column on the fire results table. Okay.
Yes.
You are in short range.
Yeah.
And you know that by looking at that color the 10 is on, which is that gold color. If you look down on the range color explanation, you see short range is 2 or 1 hexes. So you're within short range. Mm-hmm. So that T-64 platoon starts on the 10 column because it's within short range. It ups it to the 12 column.
Yes.
Now, when you roll the die, you're going to add 1 to the die, which decreases the effectiveness of the die a little bit. It's a method that we use to kind of add a little bit more granularity, I believe is the buzzword. So anyway, you're on the 12 column, you roll a die, add 1 to it, see how many hits it is. So these are these poor civilians with nothing but hunting rifles, and you're like blasting them with this 125 millimeter gun, right, for a T-64. So it's pretty cruel.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So 1 dice +1. It is a 1.
Okay, so that goes to a 2. So that's 7 hits on these poor dudes and dudettes. And hold on, I got to get back to where I can see the die roller. So 7 hits, and they just have a morale of 2. So I'm trying to find where the 7 is. What am I doing wrong? It says TLR Roll-O-Matics. Hold on. I got it. Here we go. Bam. That's one hit, two hits. They're dead.
Okay.
So you wipe them clean, but you did have to fire that platoon. So
Yep, the tank. Yes, indeed. So
he's not shooting at my RPG team.
I'm not. No. So I put a fired marker on, and it's your turn to fire.
Yes, it is my turn to fire. I don't have any fire.
Okay. So what have I got under this truck? Another BTR 70. I don't think I'll fire either.
Okay.
So we're on to the move phase.
Yep.
So I decide to go first.
You're going to go first.
I'm going to go first.
Look at you. Good.
Yeah, indeed. So again, I'm going to just drop these rerolls. Although they do attach to you, they can move with units. They have to move.
They can move with the unit.
Yeah.
Yes, they can.
So I'm going to my BTR 70 and the infantry. I'm not restricted to the 5 MP anymore.
No, this is the turn after, so you can go however you want to go.
Right, so they're going to go 1. 2. 3. 4. And then they're going to unload.
Wait, did they go into H6? Did they do that?
Yes.
That's where I put one of those bombs.
Okay.
By the way.
Okay.
Honestly, if there was a camera, you could see me holding up the pad right now.
That's.
So I put I put one of these aircraft bombs in there that we found that didn't explode, and we re-engineered it so we could detonate it. And we're detonating it now.
Okay.
It says in the scenario special rules that it has, I'm almost sure, a AP
12.
factor of 12.
Yeah.
Which could be super painful for that BTR 70.
Indeed.
Let me just make sure. Yep.
Yep, you're right. It's 12.
So we do it like a normal armor piercing attack. It's 12. You subtract your armor, 0.
Which is a 0 there.
So that puts it to 12. But you are in the forest, so you do get 1 shift to the left.
Yep.
Which gives you down to 10.
Down to 10.
So
yep.
That's all you got. And I'm going to zoom out here so I can get to the one. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick one up here. I'm going to roll this guy up here.
You're up there.
And I roll a 3 on a 10, which is 6 potential hits.
Okay. So I've then got to go over to my dice roller and hit the 6. What do I get? I get a 9, an 8, a 5, a 2, an 8, and a 7. So I think there's 5 hits there.
Yeah, the optimistic way to look at it is you do get to put a new wreck down there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Normally when you're carrying passengers, whatever happens to the transport happens to the passengers. Yeah. However, if the transport is eliminated, You roll a die, and if it's even, the passengers live, but they are disrupted and reduced. So you just roll any die. If it comes up even,
Okay, here's the one die.
not all of them died.
It's a 9, so they don't.
So they died.
So you take them off. Put the wreck on. Thank you.
Okay, that's one of two bombs. I've got one more hidden.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Okay, so then we will move this BTR-70, and it will go with the infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll unload.
Okay.
Okay. And they can unload in the same hex or adjacent hex.
Same hex or adjacent hex.
So the Rex seems a good place. Okay. We'll have our truck move. It's got 8 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into the wreck as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Normally, to signify that something is not loaded, it would be on top of the counter. But don't worry about it, Alan. I got it. I just wanted the audience to know that.
Oh yeah. How did that get on top? Yeah. No, it's yeah. I see. So get it on top of the truck. No, it's all right. Let's get the etiquette correct. BRDM 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wreck hex 6.
Oh, you can't go through there.
Oh,
because you have 2 units there to be overstacking.
Yeah. That's true. So we'll let's just have a look at the rest of the map here. I think he'll go into H5 now. Looking at the terrain for forest is 2. So he was
2 for vehicles, 1 for infantry.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Then we'll need to move the truck, which will move up to I5. T64 and the truck. Well, I'll do the T64 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's all he can move.
Mm-hmm.
And the truck is going to do the same.
Yep.
And what have we got? I've forgotten what I've got in these. BTR-70 again. We'll move that first. 1, 2, 3. And he will unload. And he will unload there. And the BTR will stop. The truck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to K6. BRDM 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8, I think there. The tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll stack with the other tank, with the fired marker, and the BRM2, 1, 3, 4, 5, stack with the BTR. So that's my move.
Yep, that looks good.
Okay.
That looks good. Just to clarify for any late people, I don't know. I mean, I can't see. There may be nobody out there. There may be 5,000, but we all tend to, when we're moving these or talking about these, call them tanks or trucks. Yeah, each one of these counters would represent a Soviet tank platoon, so 3 tanks. If they were a one of the NATO tank platoons, traditionally we use 4 tanks in our platoons. What did y'all use, Uwe? Did y'all have 4? And did you even call them a platoon or a troop?
We called them a troop, Mark, and there was 4. It's based on the British system. The Germans used 3, at least they did in my day in the 80s. Yeah, the Soviets were 3, with a company being 10.
Yep. That's what I thought. So, okay, so it's my turn. Uwe, is there a thing like, you see my blue hand? Can I now press a key and see both units in there? I think there is.
Yes. Right click on the stack and hit explode.
Beautiful. Yep, I see.
And then there's a repack. There's a repack button beneath the tray there, and that puts them back where they were.
Repack beneath the tray.
Yep.
Yeah.
The tray that just opened up for the 2 units. You'll see there's a repack. Just plus of it. Plus up your blue finger.
Plus up. What?
Zoom into the stack. Mouse wheel in.
I've done that. Okay.
And there should be repack.
Oh, now I see repack right there.
Yeah, you hit that and it goes back.
So cool. Okay, great. So let's get it done here with these guys who we don't like. These guys come in. These are militia units. Right. It's a truck with, I don't think anything in it. Explode stack. Nope.
No.
All right. So we will then go with another. All right, you guys go together. Hold on. Hold your horses. That luck counter signals that I'm putting Ladita, the hero, out. She gets all heroes come on board with luck counters, and then bam. I used all my, what have I got there? Explode stack. Nope. That's no good. What do you got up here? You've got, infantry and tanks. Infantry and trucks. The reason this matters so much, anybody that's listening, is werewolves are immensely powerful, fast, strong beings. Aren't superhuman. If you've ever seen dog soldiers, you put enough rounds into them and they die. That's one thing. The other thing is they can't really kill people in tanks. Normally, they have a special card that lets them do it. But since I've already played 2 cards this turn, I have no more card play, so I don't want to waste I'm going to bring on my pack of werewolves right here with, it's kind of with my elder, as he's called. So these guys are pretty awesome. If you, this is a lichen pack, and that shield means, I don't know if this is exploded for the viewers,
Yeah,
but
they
that
can see.
shield,
They can see.
good, good. The shield means that they ignore the first hit. So, like, you know, if you hit them 3 times and they get to roll to try to block those hits, and let's say they block 2 of them, well, that first hit doesn't count. It gets through that block. This wolf's head in the middle icon, right?
Yeah, I'm highlighting
Hold
it,
on.
Henry.
I messed it up. I messed it up
Well
again.
done.
Every time I move it, I'm messing it up. That wolf's head icon in the middle means they ignore zones of control. And this cross on the bottom means that they regenerate. And so when they regenerate, that means that if they're disrupted, because you can disrupt wolves just like you can disrupt a rifle platoon, but actually it's much different. It's, you know, if they've taken enough bullets and you've actually knocked them back. So if you can imagine shooting a werewolf with a shotgun at 2 feet, if you're lucky, you're going to knock him on his butt. He's going to have to shake it off and get up. So this means if they're disrupted, they automatically undisrupt in rally phase. If they are not disrupted and they have been reduced, they automatically regenerate to a full counter. So they're tough to kill. I put the lichen there, and then this is what a champion looks like. He's designated by that star on the right-hand side of his counter. And these abilities are all things that he can do. You've seen some of them: ignore zones of control. He regenerates. He has this thing called a wolf howl that he can do once per scenario, that everybody within 3 hexes of him has to take a morale check, which is very powerful, but you can only do it once. And then this icon in the top of his row of icons means he's incredibly fast. And so if you're trying to opportunity fire at him, there's a 2-column shift to the left, which means worse for you. And if he's in close assault, he gets an automatic 2-column shift to the right, which is good for the person playing the clan. So there you go.
Great.
So those 2 guys are there.
Yep.
And I still have this RPD left that I'm not going to put down yet. So anyhow, that's my movement phase. And now we go to the assault phase.
Yes.
So, oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't my whole movement phase. When I put these guys down, I move them into the hex. They have that white number for their assault factor. That means that they close assault from within the hex. These 2 close assault from an adjacent hex. Okay, so anyway, that's my movement phase. Now we go to the assault phase, and Alan gets to pick the first assault if he wants to.
Yeah. So, I think I will assault the disrupted unit. And it'll be everything around it, but of course the fired unit.
Okay.
So T64 has a close assault of 4. The BRDM2 has a close assault of 4. BTR70 has a close assault of 4. And the infantry is an 8. So 4, 4, 4, and 8. So that is 20?
20.
20.
And I think all I have, let's see, I have an assault factor of 1 with an asterisk, which means that they cannot instigate assault because they're an RPG team. They're one guy with a some type of assault rifle, a gunner, and somebody holding extra rounds. So anyway, they cannot instigate an assault. And since they're disrupted, their close assault factor would be halved, fractions rounding down. But the thing is, you always get a minimum of 1.
Yes.
So you have 20 to 1, which seem like pretty good odds to me. What that translates as is that the highest it goes is 6 to 1. But if you have odds higher than 6 to 1, the defender doesn't even get benefit of terrain. So it's just 6 to 1, roll a die, see how bad you kill them.
Okay, let's just do that. Oh, I'm round on your side, so let me just twirl around and hit the 1 dice. I have a 4.
A 4 on 6 to 1, I'm looking at the table, is 0 hits on you.
Yeah.
9 hits on me.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that I'm not going to roll 9 blocks. So
It's only 1 hit. We'll get rid of him.
Right. He's out of there.
Okay. And do I advance?
And somebody that is not disrupted has to move into that hex.
Could be 2 units.
Oh, yeah. It can be 2.
So I think we'll move the tank and we'll move the infantry. Okay.
Great. Good. Okay. So now I get to do 1. And I'm going to go right down here to where I have Pentani, who has 12 close assault factors. My Lycan pack, who have 16 for a total of 28 against 9 for you.
Yeah.
Would be 28 to 9 or 3 to 1. Tentani's special ability, which is called is called, hold on, I was just looking at it a second ago. I know everyone wants to see it. Oh, Wolf Speed gives me moving 2 columns right, which makes it 5 to 1.
Okay.
But you're in the woods and a wreck, is that right?
Yes.
So you're going to get some shifts coming back the other way. Being in the woods, forest, as we call it, you get a 1 column shift. That's down to 4 to 1. Having a wreck gives you a 1 column shift, so it's down to 3 to 1.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to roll a die here in 1 second. As soon as I zoom back out, got to get me a blue die, shake it up, bam. Not flipping good. Okay, 7 on 3 to 1 is 3 hits on the attacker, 5 hits on the defender.
Okay. So
I'll go ahead and roll first since I got 3 hits.
Yeah.
I get bam. Let me see. Got it. A 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so here's how it goes. Because every champion has a morale of 5, and there's a rule in the game that says that all attacking units in an assault assume the morale of the highest unit that's in the attack that they're assaulting with. So everybody has a 5. So I get a 4, 5, and 6, right? So that means, was that right? 4, 5, and 6. Only 1 of the hits is not blocked And
You can put a disrupted marker right on top of that in the tray mark.
right, but it perfect. So one hit is not blocked, and I randomly determine whether it goes to 10 Tani or the Lycan pack. We'll say even, it goes to 10 Tani. Wait, did I roll? I highlighted. I'm going to hit an R. Bam, 10. So that went to 10 Tani. Champions don't disrupt. So 10 Tani, there's a card for him that Uwe very thoughtfully laid out right here. I now move his wounds from 7, which is where he starts, over to 6. So he's down 1 wound. And I got 5 hits on you, so
Yep.
very good. You put it right there.
Yes, all right. So, yeah, let me twist around. So I've got to roll 5 dice.
Yep.
And I'm looking for 3. So 1, a 2, a 7, a 1, and a 4. So that looks like 2 hits.
2 hits. So
7
they're
and a
both
4.
shaken. Since you got more hits than I did, I got 1 hit, you got 2 hits, you retreat out of the hex.
Yes.
So you're both disrupted and you retreat out of the hex.
Okay, so it's... put the infantry back.
I think you can go to here. Oh yeah, you can split it up like that. Absolutely. You can put 1 in each.
Put 1 up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's disrupted. I need another one.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
You got it. Now you can declare, do you have another assault?
I don't think I have, because the only people you have assaulted already assaulted. So they can't go
Okay.
again, can they?
All right, so let's go here. I have Dag Nabaruni. I forgot all about that tank there. So I'm going to have to do this. I have 4, 8 for the 2 militia. And I'm going to add in, I believe I have 8 more there. I do. I have 4, 8 there. So that's a total of 16 to
14.
5, right?
14,
Or 3 to 1 odds.
14, I
Yep.
think.
I beg your pardon?
14, I think. 4, 4, and 6. Oh, there's 2 militia there. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. So 4, 4, and 6. So Letitia in, but not the other militia. Oh no, hang on, that doesn't work.
Wait, it's 8 plus 10, so it's 18,
18, yeah.
to 5.
Yeah.
3 to 1.
Yeah.
But notice that Ladita, who is a hero, has this special capability with the 2 dice. And that means that she... I know what she does. I'm just thinking of finding the cool name for it, which probably won't be that. Oh, the cool name is she's lucky. So she gets to roll 2 dice and choose which one she wants,
Right.
which obviously she'll go to the lower one. So, all right, here
Harold,
goes the attack.
Yeah, Harold and Cole, good evening. Welcome. Right, so...
All right, so I'm gonna take this, put it back over here for now.
Yeah.
Roll 2 dice and go bam.
It's a 3 to 1, yeah?
Oh, I got a 2 and a 2. Perfect. So I'll take the 2.
Okay.
I
think you better.
So it's 3 to 1 on a 2 is 1 hit to me, 7 hits to you. So you roll 7 die. You're looking for 3 or less.
Right, so let's go back to my die roller on the side. 7 to roll. Okay, we have a 2, a 9, a 3, a 0, a 0, an 8, and an 8. So I think that's 3 hits. 8, 8, 9.
Yeah, the 9 and both 8s.
Yeah, so 3 hits. So they're both disrupted, and
One of
is
them,
flipped.
randomly determined,
Yeah,
is reduced.
yeah. So the tank is even. It's the truck.
Okay. And then I took 1 hit. Let me see if I can block that. 1. I do block it. Life's good. So you have to retreat out of the hex.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's not a happy thing to do. But I suppose I'd better go.
Well, actually, this hex here isn't in anybody's zone of control because lichens, they don't care about things like zones of control,
Okay.
the werewolves. So
Let me make sure I get my disruptor markers on.
they're both disrupt. Yeah, yeah. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
All right. So
We may
we'll
advance.
say that Ladita and her platoon of militia. Oops, sorry, dude. Sorry. There we go. They go up there. That's the assault phase. So now it's the marker removal phase. The only marker I see that can be removed is that fired marker right there.
Yeah. Let's just get that out of the way.
And now it's the aid and focus phase. So you can either flip those aid and focus up to the 2 dice side,
Yep.
or you can move them 3 hex if you like. They didn't already move this turn, right? Did they
No.
move with that unit?
No,
No,
then
you can move them up to 3 hexes, or you can flip them to the 2 dice side. Or if you wanted to, you could pull them off the board. I can't see where that would be useful.
No. So I think I'll move both of them up here.
Yep. Looks good.
Okay. Fired marker out of the way. And that's yep, then that's the turn marker.
That is the turn.
Okay.
So now we go into turn
3.
3.
You happy to carry on, Mark and Uwe?
I can go till 4. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Do we
I'm
have
good for the duration.
Do we have people watching?
We do. Yes.
Do we?
Really? They're quite quiet because I think they're focusing on what's going on. But we've had a few people in certainly, and there still are. I think we're currently on 8 people. So
Cool. Hey, yeah. Eddie, are you there? Eddie.
He needs to do his seed.
He's probably.
He's kidding.
He's probably watching the IndyCar race.
Focus, man. Focus.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a big open wheel racing fan and sports car racing fan too.
Eddie says he's there, but he's got voice problems.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Yeah.
So initiative.
Yep. I'm gonna roll the. Well, hold on. Let me rather than roll. I'll just roll this blue one here.
Is it working now?
Yes, it is, Eddie.
Yeah.
Hey.
I have a 9.
You've gotten it every daggone time. I got a 4.
It's terrible, isn't it? I draw a card.
We each get a card. Now, it does say you pull first, but when we're both literally pulling from different decks, it doesn't matter who pulls first.
No.
But if it was the Soviets and American, I messed up. Go back up there.
So that's my card for everybody on the stream. You should be able to see it. And of course we can't see Mark's cards.
Who won the initiative, Mark?
Alan did.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna
So
flip the
now,
card.
unless you're playing cards, we're on to rally.
That's a good question. Thank you for reminding me, because I am going to.
Okay.
I am. Because you're going to hate this.
Yes, I'm braced.
Hold on. Can everybody see it? Is it big enough?
Yeah, I'm going to zoom in.
I'm going to play during
Panic.
the rally phase. Forced to change, fueled by stress and violence, the young clan members turn despite the lack of a moon. So that means that I'm going to take one non-werewolf unit. I'm going to make it be this unit right here.
Yes.
And he changes into a lichen.
Hey. Join the
Well,
party.
it's the way it goes when you're fighting werewolves.
Yeah.
I just have to figure out where they are. Paranormal counters. Search.
You can clone one too here, Mark.
I beg your
No.
pardon?
Sorry, that's
Oh, absolutely.
lichen?
Good point. Good point.
Just clone
Yes, it is. One of them's lichen, one of them's Tentani. Let me.
Okay.
Yeah, I can clone this guy. So and I'll put him right. Cha-ching. So allegedly, oh, it didn't work. Let me put him here.
It worked.
I have one too many now, right? This guy is?
Yeah,
Yes.
just delete it.
All right, I'll delete him. So these guys are in there with him. That's all I wanted to do in the rally phase.
Okay.
I don't have anybody. Yeah, disrupt.
To rally.
Oh, yes, my bad.
Oh.
Because of his regenerative
Oh, yes.
ability, Tentani gets to go from 6 wounds to 7 wounds.
Where is he? Oh,
Man, I have a tough time hitting that wound marker.
Circling around the wrong end of the board. So yeah, he's gone to 7. Shucks. Okay. My rally.
Yep.
We will start over here. The truck is the only one undisrupted there, so I'll roll for him.
Yeah, now he will rally on a 4 or less because he is in cover.
He didn't. He rolled a 9. And here it's the infantry only. And he is in cover. No, he's not in cover, so it's a 3.
Yeah, where is he?
He's the one on the road. That guy there, he failed. It's a 4.
Okay. That's too bad.
And here we have the tank.
Yep.
And is that all we have? Oh no, we have the truck as well. So there's 2 to roll there.
Right.
We will roll the tank.
Yeah.
He is in cover, so it's a 4.
Yep.
That's a 1, so he succeeds.
Yep.
And then for the truck, same again. He doesn't.
No.
I might use my aid.
Yes. To do that, since it only shows 1, you would just pull it off the board and re-roll.
Yeah, so just put the aid there and re-roll. 4. So that's
Nice.
a success. Yes.
Nicely done.
So right, that disrupted goes, and so does that one. And repack. Good. focus is still there. Good. And so that's all the rally. So we're on to fire, and I fire first.
Yeah, you do.
Well. Now, as I understand it, if you fire a unit rather than a stack, unless it's something like artillery.
That's exactly right. Unless it's artillery, mines, or an airstrike. Otherwise, you're firing at a specific unit.
Okay. I'm going to fire the tank in T6. He's going to fire at the Lycan doesn't have it still disrupts and flips and stuff like that, yeah?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's not like Intani that has a track. Okay, so I'm going to fire
correct.
at the Lycan.
That's correct. Yep.
Okay, so I have a 10 with a +1, and you are in the hex with.
Yep. Yes, so he's in wood, so he would get forest. I'm sorry. So he gets a 2-column shift, so 10 down to 6.
Yeah.
But you're at close range, so you go up to 8.
Yeah.
So
just getting the.
It's 8 plus 1.
8 plus 1. Let's do that. That's a 3 going to a 4.
Oh wow! Look at you go.
So
okay, that's 4 hits. I mean, that could hurt. That could hurt.
On 8,
it might be dog meat.
4 to 5 is a 4. Yes.
All right, here I go.
Okay.
I got a 2 passes and a 0 passes, but the 8 and 9 don't pass. Okay, so here's what happens, right? I have 2 hits that don't pass, but they have that shield on their counter. They ignore the first hit. So 1 hit gets through, so you disrupt this lichen pack.
Yeah.
So let me get a disrupted marker.
I need a 5 marker.
All right.
Good. You'll fire.
Yes.
Gareth is still here. Excellent. Thank you.
What have you got? Nothing. Not. Oh, that BRDM2 is something. Oh man, that's a tough one. Six, 8, 10.
Let me know what you think of the game in the chat so far. What do you think of it?
I love it.
I will let you know at this point that this isn't a sponsored playthrough at all. I have actually kickstarted this game already, and it should be arriving fairly soon.
Fairly soon. In Canada, they're shipping right now. In the United States, Quartermaster, who's one of the, they might be the biggest fulfillment company, says that they will be shipping next week. We've had a couple of hiccups. Not really their fault. They're great. Anyhow, so in the United States, this should be shipping next week. In England, which obviously is where you're going to be getting yours,
yes,
they got into Southampton maybe week before last. and they have to get to through customs and over to GameQuest to start shipping. So we don't have a firm date from them yet. God willing, I hope within the next 10 days, I would say.
Yes,
So-
I've got in about 10 days. I've got I'm at PunchCon in Coventry, which is a 3-day convention. We've finally got people face to face in this country for wargaming, so hopefully it'll arrive by then, and I can kind of show it off, or possibly have,
I hope it
have
will
a game
too.
or two.
I hope it will too.
Yeah.
All right. So in this, in the vein of expediency, I don't think that's very. Anyhow, I'm going to fire,
Yes.
and Ladita is going to shoot. She has 6. Right. She has 6. She's shooting at this infantry.
Okay.
So she has 6, and she's with in 2, so that's close range. So she goes to 8. Then this militia that is with her underneath there, I could unpack it, but just trust me, is
I'll do it for you,
also
it's all right.
firing with her, which adds 2 more columns. So it goes up to 10, 12. She's firing against that Soviet infantry platoon, but they're in the woods. So that takes it back down to, it was at 12, it goes back down to 10, 8.
yeah.
So we're looking on the 8 column. And I'm going to get a die, shake it, see what happens. Whoa. We got a 2 on the 8 column. That's going to be pretty lethal.
That's 5.
That's 5 hits. So let's see what you get. You need 3 or less.
Yeah. Zoom out and 5. We have a 3,
Nice.
3, a 2, a 6, and a 9. So 2 hits.
2 hits, so he's disrupted and reduced.
Yeah.
Perfect. Your go.
Okay.
Are they all disrupted?
No, it was the infantry. Just the infantry.
Only the infantry? Okay,
Yeah,
so you
he-
still got the BTR 70 that can fire.
Yes. I think the BTR 70 will fire. And it will fire on. Repack that. The militia with Ladita.
Okay. Now
Actually, he's already fired, haven't they? So
right, you can't fire. You're not doing anything wrong. I'm just bringing up a point to folks listening. When you have a hero in a hex with a platoon, you can't choose to fire on the hero because she's one person with maybe a couple of helpers. The platoon is what a platoon is.
yeah.
So you can only fire on the militia. Now, if you were to hit that hex with artillery, for example, or they were to step on mines or an airstrike, it would affect equally everyone in the hex. Same thing with an assault. That affects everyone in the hex. So anyway,
Sure.
just to say that.
Yeah, great. Should I? Yeah, I still will fire at the militia.
Sure.
So that is, it was 6, I think, isn't it? It's on the 6th column. You're in clear.
Is that what? 6 column, and you're green. So if you're adjacent, you're considered close range, which you are, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you go up to the 8 column. And that's it. I mean, I'm not in any cover. I'm just,
Oh, I think I've
it's a
just lost.
clear area in the woods.
Unfortunately, I just closed down my my browser, which had the. Oh damn! Give me a second. I'll just get my. Actually, I'll just roll. You tell me the result.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
I
Yeah,
haven't
I
got
got
it
it.
open. Oh, well. Actually, it's on the board, isn't it? Thanks, Uwe. Right. So rolling one on the 6.
No, you end
7
up on the 8
on the
because you're
6
close
8
range.
table. That's right. A 3.
Really, we're rolling really low.
I am, aren't I?
3 is 5 hits. Okay, they have a morale of 5
Yes.
only because they're in the hex with the hero. Normally it would be 4.
Okay.
And you got 5 hits. Hold on, I got to zoom in a little. So here we go. What do we get? 33400. Didn't hit me a single time.
Wow. Okay. So back to you then for the firing.
All right, I gotta figure out how to close this. Yeah, thank you. Perfect. Yeah. I don't. Well, I do have him. I don't know what he can do.
You got a militia in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a militia. And what do you have in here? Do you have something I could shoot? I could shoot the truck. Could shoot the infantry. The infantry is
sporty.
already disrupted. Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. I just have to move this so I can repack it. I have to repack that.
Yeah. So you're
Okay, so I'm
4
just shooting the militia against the infantry.
Yeah.
So the militia has, I'm moving him so everybody can see, has 4. It's adjacent, which for the green box means it's short range. So it goes up to 6.
Yeah.
And that's it. 6 against the infantry. So let me zoom out and pick up a die.
Okay.
All right. I get, bam, 9. That's not good.
9.
That's really not good.
Oh, God.
9 is no effect.
No effect. Gosh. Yeah, your fire rolls aren't great. Your fire rolls aren't great, but your rally rolls are good. So your damage rolls are good. So okay, that was back to you again. Oh no, that was you. It's back to me.
It was. Mm-hmm.
I think that's about it. I don't think I'm going to fire anything else.
Okay.
No. Okay, so we're on to move, and I'll
Yep,
go
we are on the move.
and I'll go first.
Okay.
So first thing we will do, I'm going to
Now,
play a card. Oh, sorry, carry on.
these guys right here, disrupted units can move 1/2 of their movement.
Yes.
They cannot move towards somebody in their line of sight, an enemy in their line of sight. They cannot move adjacent to a unit, and they cannot move out of a unit's zone of control. But the thing is, werewolves don't have a zone of control.
Right.
So if you want to retreat these guys, for example, you could.
Okay.
Not so with whoever they are.
No.
Because they're in the militia zone of control,
Yes.
a unit that does have a zone of control.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, gotcha.
Because they have rifles and, stuff like that.
Yeah, so I'm going to play a card.
Okay.
Which is Second Chance. Remove a fire marker from one unit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to remove it from the tank unit.
Okay.
So let's delete that. And now I'm going to move. I'll move this truck. That's 2.
Yep.
4. 6. 7.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay. In H8.
I've got this one guy
Yes.
who I still have in place. I don't know what this militia is doing down there. Did you kill them?
No, the militia turned into the Lycans. That was probably.
Oh, yeah. But they're not mine to place or anything.
No.
When he tank moves into the clear here,
Yes.
I will shoot at him
Mm-hmm.
with this RPD. So I
Okay.
get 2. It's close range, so it goes up to 4. That's all I got. 4 against truck. All right, so let me zoom in. All right, there's 4. What? Stop, my bad. I had no idea why I just did that. I roll 1 die and we look on the 4 column.
Yes.
All right. We got a 2 on the 4 column,
which is
3
3.
hits on the truck.
Let's see if my good rally rolls continue. 3 rolls. Oh, not bad. 1, 2, and 9.
Awesome.
So 1 hit. 1 hit. So disrupted.
Yep.
Could be worse. It could be a lot worse. Okay. Keep moving now. Right. So one thing I wanted to do, I mean, we're demonstrating things here. This tank here will attempt to overrun Letitia
Sure.
and her merry men.
Yep. Exactly.
So
for
carry on.
no, if you want to explain it, that's good. Seriously,
I understand it. Attackers are triple, defenders are. I can't
just
remember.
normal. It's kind of like a regular. It's done in a manner similar to a close assault. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Where did this tank start? Here?
Whoops.
Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So the tank has a movement of 5. All right.
Yep.
So this is costs 2 movement points.
Yeah.
One for the Zoc.
Yeah.
And then there is no Zoc within the hex.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the 3rd movement point. So it has it is a close assault factor of 4. You triple that, which
12.
makes it 12, and then you compare it to the enemy units in the hex. So we'll explode the stack. I have 4, 6. I have 10.
Okay.
So you have 12 to 10 or 1 to 1, and you just roll on the close assault table.
Yeah. Okay. So let's roll the dice here. So this is. I probably wouldn't have wanted to do this, but I thought I'd illustrate this as part of the game.
Yeah, sure.
As an overrun. I rolled a 2 though.
Yep. 1 to 1, 2. 3 hits on you, 5 hits on me.
Okay, well.
So I'll do the 5 hits.
My 3. 1, 6, 7, so 2 hits.
Yep. So you are disrupted and reduced. And I have 5 hits, and my morale is 5 because I have her in the hex, and I get 6, 7, 8. 8. Are you kidding?
Ooh.
I get 4 hits.
4 hits.
But because she's a hero and she has this luck marker,
She's going to re-roll.
I can spend that to go down to 3 hits.
Yes.
All right. So 3 hits is 1 on the militia, 1 on Ladita, and then we roll a die, see who gets the 3rd one. The militia got the 3rd one, so they are flipped. Flipped. So we have.
Worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Militia. Hello, come here. Militia is disrupted and reduced. Ladita is disrupted. And there's a scenario special rule about that.
Oh, is there? Oh, I must have missed it.
The first time Ladita is disrupted or reduced, she is infuriated, determined to inflict her rage on her assailants. Replace her with the Ladita champion, which is a lichen dudette. This occurs even if the attack would have eliminated Ladita. Place a move marker on the Ladita champion. So she is not. She comes off the board wherever she is. There.
Yeah.
With the marker, there's no longer a disrupted. And the Ladita champion, lichen, comes on the board. So definitely some mixed results for you.
Yeah.
And you have to retreat back to the hex where you came in from, where you entered the overrun.
That's fine. And I'm disrupted. Good. Okay, keep moving. The BRDM2.
You take more hits, Mark?
I took 1 hit to Ladita, 2 hits to the militia, and that hit to Ladita triggered that scenario special thing where she morphs into a werewolf and she comes off the board and in her place comes on the Ladita champion werewolf. Does that make sense?
Yep, I think so. So that's 3 to there, 5 to there, 7 to there. The BTR 70. Can he load up the disrupted infantry?
No, you can't load when you're disrupted. You can unload when you're disrupted, but you can't load.
Right. What have we got underneath there? We've got the tank unit. Okay. Okay, so the tank unit will move 1 to there. And then 2, 3, and overrun again. Because
nice.
I'm going to use my tanks for something.
Yep.
Again, not sure how well that's going to go.
Of course, now you've got that disrupted militia unit you're attacking, which is great, but you also have a raging werewolf.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. So yeah, she's a 12.
Yep.
So I'm a 4. Tripled is 12. You're a 12.
Exactly. And then the militia is 1.
Yeah.
Because it's half because they're disrupted.
Yeah.
So it's a total of 12 to 13 or 1 to 2 odds.
1 to 2. Oh well. Let's just delete that card. I'm going to need that again. Good. Okay. Well, 1 to 2. Let's roll the dice and see what we get. We get a 6, I believe. 6 on 1 to 2 is 6 on me,
6
2 on
hits.
you.
Yep.
Okay. Right, I'll roll 6. It's probably end of Mr. Tank unit. 8, 9, 2, 7. Yeah, I've got 4 hits, so he's dead.
Only 3, but yeah, he's still dead.
3?
He's a flaming. Well,
8, 9. Oh, that's a 1. Sorry, I thought it was 7. Yeah, 3 hits.
Yep.
Yeah, that's still dead, yeah.
and I got 2. So it's a 2 and a 9. One of them takes a hit. Got to see who, because it matters.
Yeah.
Even it'll be the Lycan. Even it'll be Ladida. 5. No, it's against the
Militia.
So they're gone.
Okay. Right, keep moving. BTR 70. Yeah, I think he'll move off. That's 1, 3, 5, 7. These guys up here. Half movement for disruption, yeah? For the truck.
Yep.
So they're going. Come on, stack it properly. So that's 2. What is cultivated? Quick look. Cultivated is 1. So that's 3. That's 4. No socks on Tentani and the Lycan, so this guy will go 2. Do I get any points for exiting a BRDM2? I'll have to check that.
Let me look. I think you do. Let me check.
Each unit exited.
2.
So it's just
2 victory points.
Yeah. So, and again, you're kind of running out of time here. So on the stream. So why not? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He doesn't quite get off.
Okay.
This guy in the middle can't move. Move those guys. He can't. The disrupted infantry can half.
Yep. 1.
So one movement point. I think he's probably safe where he is actually. And oh yes, my tank unit here. He's got 5 movement. He can go 2, 4. I think he might stop there. Actually, no. He'll actually go in the space with the truck. He'll go there. Okay. I think that's my move.
Okay. All right. Well, should we save this and pick it up at some later time?
Absolutely.
I would play longer, but I have family visiting.
Sure.
So
it's getting a little late here as well, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll try and reconvene at some future time.
Okay.
Hopefully without the echo.
I've saved it, guys. If you want to use one of those, I got it.
You've saved it,
Thanks. Thanks, Uwe.
Yeah.
Hey, Uwe, thanks so much for all the help you always give with this kind of stuff. You are just invaluable. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Good to see people enjoying the table.
Yeah,
that's fun. And,
it is.
Yeah, hopefully everybody in the chat have been able to follow this. Apologies again about the echo, but I think we got Mark to talk a lot rather than me. I think it worked. So yes, thanks,
I'm not hearing an echo.
Yeah. Well, I'm still getting it, but it's not as bad as it was.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
okay. All right.
But anyway, thanks to Mark, of course, for showing us his game, and Uwe for getting us
My
into
pleasure.
the TTS mod as well, and Eddie for moral support. Not sure for which side. And
Yeah, I'm just here to watch moral support.
Moral support, indeed. It was incredibly valuable. Thank you. And thanks to the stream for popping in and having a look. And we'll try and reconvene at a later date to continue, because it's not the complete wipeout I thought it was going to be.
No, it worked out. I thought it worked out well. And
yes.
Eddie, I wish we could have done a 3-player kind of thing or whatever. I know last time we did this, you were more of an integral part, but I think this time we were all concerned about getting the echoes stopped and whatnot.
Yes, and apologies again for the start. It was all a bit of a mess technically with TTS and the stream, so apologies for that again. Gareth says he likes the combat system. I do as well. It's very clean. Very clean, I think. But then we'll leave it there. Thanks everybody for joining us on the Blue Tweezers stream, and there isn't our usual Wednesday because Ruff and I can't organise ourselves into a new game by then. So I will see you probably the week after, and I will say that at the end of the week after, I will be attending PunchCon in Coventry, and I will be doing some live streaming from there to see what's going on and show you how things are going over in Blighty. But until then, thanks again to Mark, Uwe, and to Eddie, and thanks to the chat. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Thanks.